Alright guys, welcome back to another Warframe video. In the last video, we were doing another test on Atlas, trying out another augment mod. And I swapped back to Atlas because I needed to do a little more grinding in the background after the daily reset to pick up another one of Inaros' mods I wanted to test out. And I've got that now. So let's just take a quick peek at Inaros. The last time we were doing a Sandstorm based mod, Elemental Sandstorm. Really liked that one. But there was another one that also sounded like it might be interesting, which is a Desiccation Augment. If I do a blinded enemy finisher, then ranked maxed, which I have it has a 100% chance to summon a swarm cavet that spreads Scarab Swarm. And it does say there's a max of 2 cavets from that augment mod. But that would basically be like getting a free 4 ability cast to an extent. So I don't know realistically if I think that this is going to be as useful as this, but either way it sounded interesting, so I wanted to test it out. So today we are just going to be doing a little more forward progress on Steel Path while playing as Inaros. And last time I was using the Tenet Glaxian. This time I am going to be using today the Astilla. Now, I don't know how well this is going to function in Steel Path level enemy difficulty, but I did really enjoy this shotgun. So I invested a fair bit into it to get it up to enough points to put kind of where I wanted it to be sitting. You know, if I bumped that any higher, it would mess up some other builds that I'd have to go back and reform and re-rank. So I'm just still leaving this one where I have it. But one thing I thought was a pretty nice little, one more point I would have had it maxed, but was a pretty nice thing to throw on here because this thing does have a big magazine and it does fire very, very quickly. But it also can rip through ammo pretty quickly as well. So I did throw this one on the Exilus slot, which seemed like a pretty good, you know, swap to put on there. The other thing that you'll notice I have in here, I've got Chilling Reload, partially to get viral procced, but also for reload, and then I also put on a primed tactical pump. Now I think this is the only shotgun I have this on, so again, once I form it again, I'll have some more points in the till. I can bump some more of this stuff up, but you can see it's less than a second to reload a full 22, and this one, which I really like relative to a lot of the other shotguns, it's not shell by shell, you know, like the Fellarks. This is just a big single 22 shell magazine that reloads in under a second. So it actually feels really, really nice to use. So we're going to test that out as we move further, a little further along Steel Path with Inaros. So we're going to be checking out this new augment mod for the Desiccate ability and seeing if I think that the Astilla is a reasonable weapon choice for playing in Steel Path level difficulty. It works great in lower tier stuff. I mean, it just blast it so fast. You know what? Let's go for Exterminate. Narcissus. I'm going to grab Narcissus with Inaros, running the Astilla and the Desicate mod. So this will be as good a place to start as any. Alright, I'm okay with that for moving up. And it's pretty quick to just get his health back. I also like how that ability clusters him, so his kit does feel quite useful. And yeah, this doesn't put out the same volume of damage, obviously, that the Fiend Glaxian was putting out, or that the multi-projectile Fellarks puts out, but it still feels good to use. It's quick, it's got a very fast reload, it's got a big old magazine, so you can just keep firing away. Now let's do a little status priming, and then, well, that was immediately down. Let's try it here. Yeah, paired with status
Corpus
priming, this
walkers
is
are
actually
heading to your
quite
location.
nasty. Because it's just got so stinking many rounds on it.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Little health back. Guess that's as far as I can take it on that. That's fine. I got knocked out of the map. Yeah, okay, so that does still take a bit of time. Like I said, the Astilla isn't hitting as hard, so I wasn't really sure if it would be viable or not in Steel Path, but it's still really fun to use. That's at least my takeaway. Get the hound up. You'll see that my hound is now named Inu. Since I gilded it finally that I've been sleeping on because I didn't realize where I needed to go to do that, but a buddy mentioned it to me the other day. You know, with them status primed, it's not bad. This can put out plenty of decent plenty of decent damage. These little things I find super annoying on Steel Path. Yeah, that was just way too big of a mob. Do a little crowd control here. Okay. Going to go ahead and push up. So yeah, Inaros can get through this stuff because it's quite tanky. It's not the cleanest, and he's not pumping out the biggest damage with the Astilla, but I just wanted to try out a weapon that I personally think is fun. You know, it takes a little more work, but I do find it enjoyable to use. So that's what I'm using.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Health back, crowd control, little spin, spin, spin. Then we can status proc the entire cluster as they're stunned in a big pile. So yeah, his Sandstorm really does have a lot of nice perks that go along with it. I guess that technically counted. So yeah, on Steel Path level, it's not the most useful augment mod, which is, I mean, to be honest, kind of what I expected would be the case anyway. I'm not surprised. It's not bad, though. certainly not bad. I wouldn't call it bad. Let's get you all clustered. Proc and blast. Yeah, that seems to be a pretty effective strategy with Inaros. I do like him. He's fun. He's tanky. Bastilla, certainly not the best weapon I've got, but like I said, I do find it fun. Yeah. You stand there zapping me, bud? Yeah, these little balls that roll around, I find super annoying on Steel Path. I properly do. Don't grab these guys. Ragdolling. All right. Guess we can go up. Grab one more from somewhere.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Looks like Inu. Such an original name. Inu got him. All right, so we'll just head on out. Yeah, Inaros, really, just no problems getting through stuff. His entire kit just works extremely well for keeping him on his feet. So, you know, bringing in a weapon like Castilla that doesn't hit as hard, but I find fun, like, no problem. Grab what I want to play that I find enjoyable because he's going to survive through it anyway.
And so we learn the importance of clarity and purpose.
So what I do want to do after we back out of this mission, I do want to go check, I believe it's the Arbiters of Hexus, where I'm picking up the augment mods for Inaros. So there's one more on here that I picked up, so he's got 3 here. This third one, Negation Armor, the Scarab Shell, also sounds pretty interesting. It doesn't allude to how much slash status effect. You know, it's not a bad ability, and I'm sure that the mod would make it better, but it's not one that I have found myself gravitating to, because he can stand on his own without the armor. Like, yeah, I guess the armor's nice, but then he loses health. It's just so easy and quick to cast the Sandstorm to get his health back. I just didn't really see a need for that one. And much to the point, I am going to swap back to the Sandstorm mod versus Desiccation. It just feels far more useful on Steel Path level enemies, because you're basically not going to be, you know, doing a takedown stab or whatever you want to call it with a Parazon that finishes virtually anybody off on Steel Path level. They're just their health is just way too high for that to be an effective strategy. But we tested it, so that at least allows us free reign to just continue making some progress here. We've got defense, we've got sabotage. I mean, yeah, why not? Let's do a sabotage. You can easily get through that. Then we'll see what Cerberus is.
Give them all warriors death.
The reactor is a complex system. Start by removing the coolant cells. My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
Get them all clustered. I am liking that from a strategic perspective. Good. A Jade Light. I'm pretty much always hoping for a Jade Light.
The reactor is going into stasis. Now is your chance to complete this sabotage. Use whatever you can to make sure it never works again. A coolant cell has been extracted.
Gotta get rid of a few of these before we head in there. Get rid of at least a few of them.
Fuel cell reinserted. When the reactor is restarted, this will trigger a meltdown.
Really? There's no chance. It's going to take entirely too long. Oh, wow. That's actually insane. I didn't expect to get out of that. So we're not going to dilly-dally.
Destroy the fuel injectors.
No need to get cute
The
with
reactor
it.
has gone critical. Get to extraction immediately.
Just get our health up.
Beware, Tenno. This ship is experiencing reduced gravity and magnetic anomalies.
So on principle, I don't like to use the ciphers there, but I would have for sure been dropped in the back had I not. Oh wow, he's quite quick while he's in this too, so I could just stay in his damage immune Sandstorm and push it to the end. Okay, so that's something I hadn't thought of. That works quite well.
You are a blade. You exist to strike. You strike to win. The lesson ends.
So aside from my having brought in a wildly inappropriate weapon choice for the task at hand, yeah, we still got through it. Now, if I swap back, we've done it with the Tenet Glaxian. What's the other Tenet? Is it the Archiplasma? Is that the name of it? The other Tenet weapon I kind of sort of started using a little bit the other day. Let's just look. Tenet Cuba Archiplasma. Yep, it's the Glaxian's the beam weapon. Let's look back at this again. I just want to see how I have it set up. Okay, so I don't even have a primary arcane adapter on here. Do I have one? I do. So, yeah, probably primary merciless. That would make the most sense on this, being that it's a shotgun. I mean, it already gets crazy multi-shot. I don't really need that. Let's go primary merciless. I'd rather have the damage increase. So we'll pop that on. Back out. So let's go see what we opened up along this path. Let's do Stickney. I think we already have our Path to the Void from that arm unlocked, but whatever. Let's just do it. And Inaros should have a much less challenging time with a vastly upgraded weapon in his hands. Okay.
They have just shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way.
I mean, this thing just decimates. Especially if they're all clustered. What a crazy good weapon. It really is quite strong. Use them to cluster them. Get as many in there as I can. Prime them. Blast this ridiculous thing at the big old pile and just
Life support incoming.
look at the damage. Oh. Ah, see, he got knocked down. I presume it was from the Eximus
I
jerk in
delivered
the
a life
background.
support capsule to the area. Activating it will buy you more time.
I should be able to get out of this, right? I don't know. Without it. Yep. You have to be mindful to watch his health, because fighting Corpus, they are nasty. They do put out some nasty damage.
Get ready for a capsule.
But this is clearly going better with a better weapon in hand.
Another life support capsule is now available.
He's basically in the middle of a numbers game. They're being in here being super nasty because they're en masse. Get him? Yeah, there we go. His clustering still just works great, guys, especially with something like the Archoplasmor. When you get them in a big pile and just blast them, it's kind of nutty, the damage this thing puts out.
The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work.
So we can
Extraction is
safely
available
whirlwind
if you need it.
all the way out of here. No crown protector. We'll just make it go quicker. Yep. So yeah, bringing in appropriate armaments for the task at hand does make a big difference. Like, yeah, he's quite tanky. He's good at getting through stuff and taking a lick or two, but man, you still need to be able to put out enough damage in a requisite amount of time. So yeah, the Astilla is really fun. It just, to me, at least how I have it set up, which I think is a decent setup, doesn't feel like it's the best option to be bringing into Steel Path level difficulty. That's all I'm saying. So, all right, we got through that. Wow, nice. Did we take out 2? I thought we only took out 1.
Keep your heads down, Solaris United, and steer clear of Officer Friend.
All right. And that opens up the opposite route to the Void. So had we even done anything at the Void? Nope, that's the Zariman. Almost looks like I might have access to it. We've got Tuaz, Tyrannus. Neither of those I would want to do. Series. Looks like we already did Sedna. Did we do... What did we do with Sedna? Interception, exterminate, defense. So we've only got a handful of exterminate and the like that are open to us currently. Assault, I don't remember what that is. A bunch of defense and mobile defense and disruptions and ones like that. So what I think I'm going to do, I am going to wrap up by just swapping. I'm going to swap to Frost. Just so we can tackle... I'm going to go back to some of these other planets. You know, I could leave that on, but I do think I want to bring in the Galaxian. We'll go Galaxian, Epitaph, Glaive. We'll bring in Frost, and we'll just go back to do a little cleanup on a defense or a mobile defense mission. And some of these that I was close, but I didn't quite wrap. So Jupiter, we did Saturn... no, Saturn we skipped because, yeah, I will finally get past these Arcwing ones. Those are just not really the best tests. So Stephano, we can knock that out. And then see whatever Desdemona and Brutus are from there. So, yeah, let's grab Frost. Let's knock out Stephano. I'll probably make this the last one for today. I've already been recording a bit over 40 minutes here, guys. But we made some good forward progress. Inaros, yeah. Aside from me bringing in poor choice of weapons, I still got through it. But, you know, no reason to make it any harder on yourself. All right.
This embryonic fluid injector has been recalibrated to wreak havoc on Tile Regor's cloning operation. Defend the injector for as long as possible to ensure maximum damage.
Okay. One more quick cast. Don't need a ton with Frost.
Reinforcements are inbound. Hold the line.
Couple quick bubbles. We'll get our avalanche out. And I do obviously still like Dante for defense, but I think Frost is better. So I can put a bubble around it. I can keep everybody cold. Hit the good crits. That's cold. Huh. Keep everybody slow. Keep them in place. Who's left? Where are they hiding? One there. Where's the other guy? Is he above me? Yes. Kidding? Okay. So yeah. Frost won't have any difficulties getting through this. Okay. Should be fun around here. Quick little easy challenge that popped up while we were there. Let's knock it out real quick. Oh, I see that jerk up there. It stinks because I wanted to take out Legends. Well, it's been a hot minute since Frost has gone down. Well, I've been playing with him, but twice in a row. Yeah, see, because I went down and I lost out on my overguard. The one jerk left. Put the shield away, you turd. Okay.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more of the enemy.
What you have learned here.
Nope, we'll head
serve
out.
you well.
But that at least knocks out one of the defenses along the path. I just got a big pile of defense, mobile defense, and oh, those one or two that I really don't care for. I forget the names of them off the top of my head. Interception and whatever the other one is, but that got us some more quality progress. We got to play around with Inaros again, check out another one of his augment mods. So Yeah, for my money, Inaros is for sure going to be one that I'm going to be pulling out in the rotation. He functions really well, and it hadn't even occurred to me to try to just, spin around with him and stay in his Sandstorm form to cover ground quickly. When you're done and you're just headed to the exit, it does speed him up a bit and keeps him effectively invincible while he's in that. So yeah, my opinion, Inaros has a lot that he brings to the table. Granted, I was playing with the Astilla versus something a little heavier hitting. He still worked well, in my opinion. And he's one I'm definitely going to be coming back to. And for us, for just a little cleanup on some of these that have just been hovering around. So what I'm going to plan to do, unless I have an outright, I think this frame is going to be a really solid defense frame. I'll probably just do some cleanup on these defense and mobile defense and interception clusters of these missions I have on all the various planetary bodies. I'll just clean those up in the background. So we'll have a pile of ones I actually do want to test out when I'm trying out new frames and not just trying to make pure forward progress. But either way, mission accomplished. Got some more forward progress done. Got to test Inaros again in a few different types of ways. Try out a new augment mod for him. Yeah, he's solid. I really, really like him. He is for sure going to stay in my rotation of nice tanky frames. Just pull out, and that gives us, one more in the pool for a nice high survivability frame when we're just trying to get through stuff and knuckle down and get it done. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today. In the next video, I'm not entirely certain. I might have one more augment mod for Atlas, but I don't know if I want to do a full mode test on him. We still have a bunch of new frames to get through. I know we've done several new ones as of late. But, I'm basically at the point of the game where it's just wrapping up the ones that I have yet to play and making my way around the Steel Path star chart. So that's where we are. That's our forward progress. So not 100% certain what we're doing next, but either way, it's going to be something new, and we're definitely going to be moving forward as we continue going through our Steel Path playthrough. Regardless, guys, as always, I do sincerely appreciate you checking in today, and we will catch you on the next one.